If you're planning a trip to Bari, get ready to explore one of the most charming and authentic cities in southern Italy. Capital of the Puglia region, Bari is a perfect mix of history, culture, crystal-clear sea, and mouth-watering cuisine. The city is vibrant, with a historic center full of narrow alleys, medieval churches, local markets, and that typical Italian life that captivates every visitor. In this guide, I'll give you 15 complete tips so you can make the most of your trip to Bari and understand why it's one of the most captivating cities in Italy. The first tip is about how to get to Bari and how to get around. The city has an international airport, Carlo Wojtyła Airport, located about 25 minutes from the city center. You can fly in directly from several European cities. The best way to get around Bari and explore the Puglia region is by renting a car. The roads are good, the distances are short, and with a car you have total freedom to visit beaches, villages, and vineyards in the surroundings. A great tip is to pick up your car directly at the airport, which is the main airport of the city. That way, you avoid spending money on taxis or transfers to your hotel and save time since you won't need to go to a rental office later. And remember, booking in advance online is always much cheaper and guarantees your car. And don't forget to use the price comparison tool we'll leave in the link. It compares all the rental companies and finds unbeatable prices. The second tip is about where to stay in Bari. The best area is the historic center, known as Bari Vecchia. It's where you'll find the main tourist attractions, restaurants, bars, and typical little shops, plus the charm of old Italian cities. Another great option is the Murat district, which is the modern part of the city with wide streets, strong retail, and more modern hotels. We created a personalized map showing exactly the best areas and the hotels we've stayed in and recommend, and we left the link and the QR code with everything to help you choose. The third tip is about the main tourist attractions and activities. Start by exploring Bari Vecchia, with its stone alleys, clotheslines hanging from the windows, and ladies making fresh pasta on the sidewalks. Visit the Basilica of St. Nicholas, which holds the relics of St. Nicholas and is an important pilgrimage site. Walk to the Norman Swabian Castle, an imposing 13th century fortress that now hosts exhibitions, and entrance costs around $5. And be sure to walk along the seafront promenade, Lungomare Nazario Saro, considered one of the most beautiful in Italy, perfect for sunset strolls. But don't worry, because in the video description and here in the QR code, we'll leave the link to the website we always use to buy tickets and tours at the lowest price. It's the biggest tour website in the world and has pretty much everything there. Tickets for all attractions, tours, and excursions to nearby cities and places worth visiting. Everything at the lowest price, and you can buy in any currency, saving on fees. They also offer free tours that are great. And just a reminder that in the link below, we've organized everything you need to plan your whole trip at the lowest price. The sites we use to plan our trips and that have everything much cheaper: travel eSIM, travel insurance for half the price, tickets to all attractions, great and affordable hotels we've stayed at, cheap car rentals, and the international account to take your money while paying much lower fees. The links already include automatic discounts because we're always updating them, so save and use that page. It will make your trip much easier. The fourth tip is about the beaches. Bari has several beautiful beaches with turquoise water. The most famous is Pan e Pomodoro, very close to the city center and with good facilities. Another option is Torre Chetta, a bit further away but with stunning views. These are pebble beaches with very clear waters. And if you're up for a short drive, within 30 minutes you'll find true paradises like Polignano a Mare and Monopoli. The fifth tip is about the cuisine in Bari. Food in Puglia is among the best in Italy. The dishes are simple but made with fresh, flavorful ingredients. Be sure to try the orecchiette alla cima di rapa, a handmade pasta that's a local specialty. Another classic is the panzerotto, a fried pocket filled with cheese and tomato. In the historic center, you'll find little shops selling them hot for around $2. For a full dinner, the average cost is between $20 and $30 per person, depending on the restaurant. And if you're new here on the channel, welcome. Our mission is to help you travel more and better around the world. If you're enjoying it, subscribe to the channel and like the video. That helps us a lot. The sixth tip is about the weather. Bari has a Mediterranean climate with hot summers and mild winters. In the peak of summer, between July and August, temperatures often exceed 95 degrees Fahrenheit. That's why the best time to visit Bari is between May and June or September and October, when the heat is milder and the beaches are still beautiful. The seventh tip is about the markets and local life. The Mercato del Pesce by the waterfront is an authentic experience where you can see fishermen selling fresh seafood and even eat right there. Another great spot is the street market on Via Nicolai, with clothes, accessories, and local products at low prices. The eighth tip is about the Petruzzelli Theater, the fourth largest theater in Italy. Even if you're not going to see a performance, the guided tour is worth it. It costs around $8 and shows you all the details of the building's architecture and history. The ninth tip is about shopping. The main shopping street is Via Sparno, full of stores like Zara, H&M, Sephora, and Italian boutiques. For more traditional shopping, the street markets and shops in Bari Vecchia are great for souvenirs, olive oils, handmade pasta, and other local products. And for those looking for bigger shopping options, there's the Parco Comerciale Casa Massima Mall, located about 30 minutes from the center, with all kinds of brands. The 10th tip is about culture and museums. The Museo Archeologico di Santa Scholastica is free and has an impressive collection of the region's history. Another great visit is the Museo Civico di Bari, which costs around $4 and shows the city's evolution through centuries with historical artifacts and interactive exhibits. The 11th tip is about nightlife. Bari has a lively nightlife scene, especially around Piazza del Ferrarese and Piazza Mercantile. There you'll find open-air bars, live music, and lots of people out late. The city has a youthful vibe with many students and travelers. The 12th tip is about transportation in the city. You can do almost everything in the historic center on foot, but for longer distances, the best option is your rental car or local buses, which cost around $1.50 per ride. Uber doesn't operate widely across the city, so the car really helps, especially for visiting beaches and towns in the region. The 13th tip is about Bari's surroundings, and they are incredible. In less than 40 minutes by car, you reach Polignano a Mare, famous for its cliffs and blue sea. Monopoli has a beautiful historic center and lovely beaches. About an hour away is Alberobello, the town of Trulli, those white houses with conical roofs that look like fairy tales. And there's also Matera, with its ancient cave houses carved into the rock. In the video description, we'll leave the link to the site we use to book these tours. They're excellent. The 14th tip is about hotel prices. A good hotel in the historic center costs around $140 per night, and simpler options start at about $100 in nearby neighborhoods. And if the hotel has a kitchen, that helps a lot with savings, because you can buy food at local markets, which are much cheaper, and cook some meals at the hotel. And the 15th tip is about travel insurance. While it's not optional, it is mandatory for entry into Italy and all European Union countries. So it's essential to get one before traveling. A good travel insurance plan costs about $30 and covers medical emergencies, accidents, lost luggage, and other possible situations during the trip. Bari is a city that combines the charm of southern Italy with beautiful beaches, fascinating history, and a warm, welcoming atmosphere. It's the perfect destination for those wanting to escape the obvious and live a truly authentic Italian experience. If you liked the tips, like the video, and subscribe to the channel to keep traveling more and better around the world. Thank you so much, and have a great trip.